Hello, and welcome to Bristol Beacon. We're an award-winning venue and music education charity in Bristol city centre, close to the harbour. In this video, we'll introduce you to our 4 performance spaces: Beacon Hall, Lantern Hall, Weston Stage, and Bridgehouse. We'll also tell you what you can find in our venue and information you might need to plan your visit. Bristol Beacon is right in the heart of the city, close to lots of public transport routes. This is how to get to Bristol Beacon from the city centre bus stops near to the Bristol Hippodrome. You can find out more about how to get to Bristol Beacon on our Plan Your Visit pages on our website. The closest car park to Bristol Beacon is Trenchard Street, a multi-storey car park. This is how to get to Bristol Beacon from Trenchard Street car park. Welcome to Bridgehouse. This is our foyer area. There are 5 levels of Bridgehouse: lower ground floor, ground floor, level 1, level 2, and level 3. From lower ground floor, there are steps leading up to the ground floor, where you can find our box office. There is lift access on all levels and seating available on each floor. There are accessible toilets on each level and baby changing facilities throughout the building. There are male and female toilets on each level and toilets for everyone on level 1. For disabled people who need assistance to use the toilet, there's a changing places toilet on lower ground floor in the cellars. On lower ground floor, you can also find our cafe, Bristol Loaf, serving food and drink daily. Colonnade is our restaurant on the lower ground floor. You can enter Colonnade from Colston Street or via Bridgehouse. Lower ground floor is also used as a performance space called Bridgehouse Stage. Performances can be standing or seated. On ground floor, you can find box office, where you can buy tickets and find out information. Our box office has low counters for wheelchair users and seating available for those who may not be able to queue. Our cloakroom is to the right of box office, open for most events. You're welcome to visit Sound Lounge, our interactive gallery and library that celebrates Bristol Beacon's social and music history. On ground floor is an entrance to the Lantern, where you will find the story wall, an illustrated interpretation of our history, and Simon's Bar. On level 1, you can find our Stalls Bar, which is open for most events. There are lowered counters for wheelchair users at all of our bars. There are entrances to Lantern Hall and Beacon Hall. The accessible viewing area of Beacon Hall can be accessed through door A. You can ask our stewards to help you find your seat. You can access the lower tier of Beacon Hall through door C on level 2. On level 3, you can find our terrace bar and outside garden area. Also on this level are entrances to the upper tier of Beacon Hall. Beacon Hall is our largest performance space, where we can host seated or standing events. There are 3 levels: stalls, lower tier, and upper tier. For standing events, the seats in the stalls are removed and the floor is flat. Towards the back of the stalls, you can find the accessible viewing area and unallocated seats. For standing events, there is also allocated seating available in the tiers. Seat row letters are found on the base of the seats on the end of the row. Seat numbers are found on the front of each seat. Stewards will be able to help you find your seat. There are good sight lines throughout Beacon Hall. If you are unsure about which seats might be best for you, ask our box office for advice or visit our seating plan page to see photos from inside the auditorium. Lantern Hall is our second performance space, where we can host seated or standing events. Seated events can have allocated or unallocated seats. Seats are on the flat floor or accessed via steps towards the back of the auditorium. For standing events, all the seats are removed and the floor is flat. There is an accessible viewing platform at the back of the auditorium for standing events. Seat row letters are found on the side of the seats on the end of the row. Seat numbers are found on the side or front of each seat. Stewards will be able to help you find your seat. There are good sight lines throughout Lantern Hall. If you are unsure about which seats might be best for you, ask our box office for advice, or visit our seating plan page to see photos from inside the auditorium. Weston Stage is our intimate performance space found in the cellars of Bristol Beacon. Here, we can host seated or standing events. Weston Stage has level access from street level. It is an underground performance venue with a low ceiling. Lighting may be dim when you enter the space. There is a bar inside the venue and toilets on the same level. For deaf people or those with hearing loss, we have an assistive listening system. You can use your own mobile device and headphones to listen to a performance. Headphones are available on request from box office. You can join our access list and get priority bookings for events by visiting our website. If you would like to find out more, visit our box office in person, contact us by phone or email, or visit our website.